Hey, how you doing, Oscar? Is this Oscar? Yeah, great. Oscar, how you doing? This is John calling from Speed Shop AI. How are you doing today? Feeling awesome? I'm feeling great. Listen, you left your information on our site. Do you remember that yesterday? Yeah, it was great. Listen, I just want to hop on a quick call, see if it actually fits you, and tell you what we actually do. It shouldn't be a long call. It takes like 10, 15 minutes. Does that sound good? You have 10, 15 minutes. Sounds terrific. Listen, if at the end, if it doesn't feel right for you, whatever I'm going to say for the next 10 minutes, that's totally fine. I'm not here to pressure anyone. Do you have 20 minutes? Sounds great. All right. So listen, we are Wix partners. Wix providers tools to build websites for businesses. And actually what we're doing is providing an academy to teach you how to get into dropshipping using the Wix platform. So we provide fundamentals on the business so you can actually succeed and we can both grow together. Does that sound like a fair enough? Sounds like a dream come true, isn't it? Terrific. So listen, where do you actually get to build your site? Do you actually complete it or do you actually leave it somewhere in the middle? You left it in the middle. Don't worry, we're gonna help you out to actually move forward and keep doing this. Do you remember actually that there was a small little fee to start with us? Again, you're not paying us, you're actually paying our partner, which is $1 billion company worldwide. Only $36 a month to get started, so you can actually start winning and earning money. So you can actually quit your job, perhaps. Do you currently work? You do a 9 to 5, and I believe you want to start earning more money. That's the reason why actually you click on the advertising so you get to us, right? That sounds terrific. Listen, you're paying Wix, a publicity trade company worth billions. Again, not me. We're not making any penny. Wix actually pays us. We're partnership with Wix. Wix pays us. You pay Wix a small fee every month so you can get started on this. All right. So we take 0%, and even better. Oscar, what happens here is that, for every sale that you actually make, we take zero commission. We take nothing. You take the whole credit. Does that sound fair enough? That sounds like a dream come true, isn't it? Terrific. So do you have 30 minutes to an hour most days to start with this? Because generally, this is all it takes to get started. It's less than an hour. Most of our students do from 30 to 60 minutes because, they're ambitious. They're really hungry to start doing this. And, most of them, have also part-time or full-time jobs, and they do this as a side hustle, to just keep moving in their lives. That sounds like a plan for you. That sounds like a dream, right? That's amazing. I know. Listen, based on everything I have walked you through, does this make sense for you? Does it feel like something worth giving a shot? Like doing perhaps, $1,000 your first month. We're going to help you to get there. Does $1,000 a month, helps you paying bills, and stay comfortable, besides your job? Right? Of course, a lot of people do that, right? They have their jobs and they have business on the side, and they move forward in life. And I'm so happy that you have this mentality, Oscar, because that's exactly the people we're looking for. Listen, I love to walk you through getting set up. So honestly, it takes like 2 minutes. We get your store live. You pay the Wix fee, and then I'll set you up for a community and a group. Sounds good? You don't have the money right now. Don't worry, Oscar. We actually face this every single day with people that has no money and they just do whatever it takes. They put this on a credit card, on, neighbors actually is going to help them, a family member, a relative, a friend, whoever it is, but they actually get started. And you know what is better? That they don't go for the $36 a month. They actually pay the yearly fee for $174 one exhibition, where it actually makes you save 50% off on your monthly rates, because instead of paying $36, you will go for $14.50 a month, and you will actually get a free domain if you actually choose to go yearly. Unfortunately, on the monthly core, you will not get a free domain, which actually gives credibility for your store in a solid business. So actually, it helps you grow and scale your business, because now you have a domain with .com at the end instead of Wix.com. So that helps you a lot to position yourself above the competition, giving you chances to sell much more than you will actually do if you don't have a free domain. Is there a possibility that you could actually get, $170, $200 today, and then you can pay them later because you already have a full-time job, and I'm sure you will be able to afford it. I understand that perhaps, it's the end of the month, we're running out of money, whatnot, but this is the future, right? This is our future. We're trying to build something is stable for our families, for our loved ones, and that's pretty much that's exactly what you actually signed, yesterday for, right? You actually click on the advertising because you were so hungry to start making a side hustle, recurring monthly income, right? I know. Yes, exactly. So this is pretty much what most of our students do. Again, you save 50%, you keep the other for yourself. You only pay 14.50, but you're going to have to cover 174 for a year. So you commit to us for 12 months. So you can actually, we understand that you actually fully committed instead of going, month by month, where you can actually say, you know what, this is not for me. We understand that there's a process, right? So you actually go through the process, give it a shot for 30 days, and, give it your all. We're going to be supporting you all time, and you only pay half price. Does that sound fair enough? That sounds amazing, right? So you're never alone. Again, your domain is going to be free, so you can start going forward. And so, Oscar, very, very important for us to, we can't stress this enough. Listen, we tell all of our students, and we're so excited, that every person that goes through that, advertising to reach us, is because they're really hungry to get started. Just so you can feel secure and you can feel safe that what's going to happen for this small investment of $174 if I don't make it, whatnot. Don't worry, we have the answer for that too, so you can be in peace and relax. Wix offers you a 14-day money-back guarantee today. So that means that if you don't like this within the next 14 days, you can always ask for a money-back reimbursement, and we will actually give it back to you. So you actually don't have nothing to lose and everything to gain starting right now. Doesn't sound like a dream come true to you, Oscar? Is unbelievable, isn't it? Our partnership with a billion-dollar worldwide company is starting right now, setting up your store and start selling immediately. We actually go by targets. I don't know if you have heard about this, Oscar, but we actually work with our students, and we go by targeting. First month, $1,000, and then we go escalating as we go on time. And as your store starts getting recognition, So that sounds terrific. I'm so happy that you're actually happy with us. Listen, Oscar, I'm going to lay out this for you very simple. What are you going to get for $174 today? All right, you're going to get your store AI build branded. Nobody on earth has this. Shopify, it's obsolete. Our closest competition doesn't do this at all. We build your store from 0 to 100% in less than 20 minutes. AI does it for you. You don't have to click anything. You don't have to do anything at all. We bring 20 winning products. You know how that is? 20 winning products already for people who's actually interested to buy these products. A full course of 64 videos used to cost $4,000. That's what it's worth. You're not going to pay a single dime for this, okay? So the course, it's completely, that's the course section. So pretty much you're getting a lot of value. The store setup includes already for $174 yearly exclusively and not $36 a month. Includes the domain that is completely free, the payments, fulfillment, email, and SMS marketing. All right, there's a Wix dashboard, full walkthrough, optimizing product pages, taxes, shipping, and legal pages. Also, you're gonna get 5 steps to $100 a day, product research, branding, AI, and creatives, Facebook ads, setup results, and more. I haven't finished. Facebook and Instagram ads, full module setup, pixel audiences, creative scaling, 250 worth in $250 ad account structure. Also TikTok organic. I don't know if you have ever heard about this. The difference between organic and pay ads through social media. Have you heard about this before? You have not heard about it, and that's perfectly fine. 100% of our students never heard about this before, and that's perfectly all right. We're here to actually educate you to know how actually this works. You actually take one of the videos of the products, one of the 20 products that are winning products, you post it on social media, and you don't pay for ads whatsoever. So what happened? What happened is that worldwide, there's people watching your video, although they're not a target, niche customers already, but whoever likes your product, just click directly on the advertising, they go straight to your store, and you make a sale after that. Eventually you will start making more sales. But again, that is completely free. There's tons of businesses that do this every day, so you don't have to spend a dime, so you can move forward in life. The other side of the coin is that, you pay for advertising through Facebook, a small fee, perhaps the weekends. You target your buyer persona. You already did a research. You know what the customer is already looking for, and you segment the niche. So pretty much the difference, is that on one you have to pay a small fee or a bigger fee if in case you want to reach more people, and the organic side is that it's completely free. It's just like any other guy on the planet uploading a video, right? It's always free. So listen, the company and the business formation, setting up your company, business credibility, credit, tax, strategy, and estate planning, 8-figure brand blueprint, 28 lessons of how to think and operate like a real brand, not just a store. You're going to be able to think like Amazon or eBay. You know how much revenue they're generating every year? Billions of dollars sell, reaching out people and promoting their products, giving tons of answers to their daily problems and solving their life to move forward. That doesn't sound a dream come true for you, Oscar? That sounds like a dream come true. Listen, we also partners with Model supplier network, so we're pre-connected, product shipped directly to our customers, so you don't have to deal with inventory, you don't have to deal with shipping, with actually, wrapping out the products, and you don't have to do any of that, my friend. You actually just move forward and take care of what is actually the most important, pretty much driving sales, getting your customers to know your business, and we're gonna help you get there. First month goal of closing $1,000 if we actually follow the plan. So if you stick to the plan and whatever our tutors and teachers are actually teaching you every day, we can get you to start closing on your first month $1,000. So how $1,000 will sound in your pocket every month, extra from your daily work. That sounds like, a compliment, right? You can actually just, and it's going to get better on, with time, because we're going to help you get to the second target, to the third goal, fourth goal, and so on and so on. We're actually helping our students to start making six figures, within years. So I'm sure you're going to be one of our good students. And how does it sound so far to you, Oscar? Sounds good, right? I mean, for a small fee, and you can, again, you're working 9 to 5, you can definitely afford 174 and always get your money back if in case you don't like it or this doesn't sound good for you. Listen, think of yourself as the middleman. You have your store online, link it to a product, manufacturer or supplier, right? So when somebody buys from your store, your supplier ships it directly to the customer, all right? So you don't buy inventory, you don't package anything, that's drop shipping, and that makes total sense, right? Why would you be packaging if that's not your job? Why would you run through inventory or a warehouse full of products that you actually don't fully know, right? We let the experts actually do that for us. And who is the expert? Pretty much the provider. The suppliers are the experts, right? They know inside out their products, and your store. So that's 100%, committed partnership, and that's, it's scalable worldwide. Listen, now we are going to go ahead and teach you both organic, that is free, organic, advertisement that we already, already went over that. And that is literally just posting a 30-second video on your social media. You can call it TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. And we start with organic. So you're not spending money before you're making money. That makes total sense, right? Why would you be spending money if you're not generating any profit? Right? I mean, that makes total sense. Does that make sense to you, Oscar? You're in the same page. I know, right on. So by now, Oscar, we have spent almost 15 minutes as promised in the call, that this was going to take us from 10 to 15 minutes. So you might be wondering, why is all this free? Wix is worth billions. It's a publicity trade company, over 200 million users worldwide. Their direct competitor is Shopify, but, they don't have our tools, in order to help you generate, recurring sales every day. So you always actually have the advantage over other platforms like Shopify. Every customer who builds on Wix instead of Shopify, it's a winner. Actually, we acquire Shopify customers all the time, and they come to us because Shopify just didn't work for them. So, so that sounds good enough for you. Everything that I have went over, does that make sense to you, Oscar? Sounds like you want to start right now, isn't it? Right. Okay, so listen. Good. That means that you know how it works. The difference here is that you're not doing it alone. We're going to build a store with you. Again, preloaded products, 64 video courses, community ad credits, So I don't know if so far, Oscar, you have fully understand pretty much what all this is about. You do understand. Do you have any questions? Any question? The price is good. Does that make sense to you? Paying $174 yearly and save 50% instead of paying $36 monthly. Does that make sense? It does, right? It totally does. That's pretty much where we sign our students there. So you have no problem to be signed up today. to that price, so you can start with your free domain and build, a worldwide positioned and solid brand today. You have no problems, zero problems, right? Let's move forward. Are you working currently? You're not working, you're out of work. Okay, perfect. So listen, so you have time right now. So let's go ahead and get you sign up first. We're gonna sign you up. Actually, I'm just gonna need, a few pieces of information from you, like name and stuff like that, so we can get you we can sign you up right now. So let me ask you, are we gonna put this on a credit card, MasterCard, or Visa, or it's going to be Visa? That's terrific. Okay, so again, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'm just going to go ahead and just start doing the transaction, so you can start right now. Does that sound fair enough? All right, you have any questions to me so far, Oscar? I know it's sometimes a lot of information, becomes a little bit overwhelming. Eventually, with time, you're going to get it, and that's perfectly fine. That's pretty much what students sign up with us, because it's very intuitive, very direct, straight to the point. We don't just go, and gamble around. We just go straight to the point, directly. Short pieces of information make a lot of sense, so it's easy for you to actually understand what you're actually doing. Those 64 videos and those 9, everything that we actually provide is very intuitive, so you can actually go ahead and fully understand before you move forward and spending money. All right, sounds good. All right, and if within the first 14 days you don't like it, you're always asked for a reimbursement. We will be happy, to reimburse that money back to you, so you didn't lose anything in 14 days. Does that sound does that cover it all? Sounds terrific. So let me finish your signing you up, and you're going to receive an email within the next 5 minutes. Okay, so if you have any further questions, you're always free to reach out to us. You have our email. You can write to us, or you can just access to the platform and chat to us as well if you have any concerns. All right, thank you very much for your vote of confidence. We're ready to move forward with another partner like you, and I'm sure we're going to be able to do this over the years, where you can actually start earning a lot of money, and eventually you can quit your 9-to-5 job. That sounds like a dream come true. That sounds amazing, right? Well, thank you again, Oscar. And again, my name is John. I'm with the Speed Shop AI company, and I thank you very much for your time today. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Oscar.